The Robin Reed Weather Center. Here's your first alert hometown weather forecast.
Well, as expected, it was a fairly quiet start to our Saturday. Really saw that wind ramp up through the morning into the afternoon hours, and still seeing that elevated wind in many of our hometowns. Let's give you the first alert here to some of the things we're going to be tracking here over the next several days. Still tracking that increased fire danger through this evening, so no outdoor burning recommended for the rest of today. We will see those calmer winds filter in overnight, and especially heading into our Sunday. Speaking of Sunday, frigid wind chills will return, likely down into the single digits and teens for many of our hometowns, and we're still watching that severe weather potential on Wednesday with that first alert weather day. The very latest on that here coming up in just a second. It's a live look from downtown Roanoke. Mostly clear skies. Winds still elevated at this point. A northwest wind at 18 miles per hour. It's 47 currently at the Roanoke Airport. Once again on our mostly clear sky. That breeze making it feel like 40 degrees. So 32 mile per hour wind gusts. Latest at the airport, 28 down in Blacksburg, 26 from Martinsville over toward Danville, 25 mile per hour wind gusts in the Hill City, and 30 up in Hot Springs. So once again, those winds will stay elevated, slowly weaken as we work through this evening and really heading into the overnight hours. Still seeing a wind gust up to around 15 miles per hour, just enough wind, and it's going to be just enough cold as we work into the overnight hours for us to see those wind chills down into the single digits and teens for most of us, likely down into the single digits to near 10 degrees down across the NRV, close to 0 up in the Allegheny Highlands, likely into the teens here in Roanoke Valley, also Central Virginia into the south side. First alert Doppler. The cold front that worked through early on this morning is working toward the coast right now. We've seen that gusty wind filter on in, also filtering in behind this front. Much colder air. We're talking about temperatures already down into the 20s and 30s across our western facing slopes, and that colder air will continue to rush into the region as we head into the overnight hours. So tomorrow temperatures are going to be about 5 to 10 degrees colder than where we should be for this time of year, close to seasonable averages by Monday afternoon. And then here we go, temperature roller coaster up about 5 to 15 degrees above average Tuesday into Wednesday, and then behind Wednesday's front as temperatures slide back down into likely the 40s and 50s as we head into Thursday afternoon. All right, let's talk about our first alert weather day, still active for Wednesday. Severe storms are still possible. The latest data here still kind of going back and forth on the timing of this, but there is still the potential for severe storms during the day Wednesday. So we're watching that very closely. Just stay tuned to future forecasts as we'll continue to update you on that. Right now, the best chance of seeing any severe weather in our hometowns will be down across the south side into central Virginia. Once again, we'll have the very latest on this here over the next day or so as we get some new model data in. But we're still watching Wednesday for that first alert weather day. Up until then, fairly quiet weather. It's still going to be on the cold side here over the next couple of mornings, down into the 20s and 30s. And then that colder air rushes in on Thursday, warming right back up next Friday and Saturday.